Don't check this. Don't check this. Don't tell Kate.
Okay, welcome back, you guys.
Hey!
If you see anything different in her background, we're doing something. Look, it's over this way. You see?
I know it's backward.
I know. So we're doing something different this week. We are doing what I hope will be like a series of interviews, and we're calling it Inside the Teacher's Classroom, a la Inside the Actor Studio. And I'm so excited we have Lewis Brown with us.
Yay!
I feel like I don't know. The excitement level I feel right now is like that of like a 1960s R&B group, like or 70s.
But he's part of the team.
Yes,
he's part of our team.
Yes. Like that's how I feel for you. So we thought we'd just do some questions and see where the conversation leads us, and then we're gonna wrap things up with a surprise for our audience, for all 5 of the people who watch us each week. So Lewis has graciously agreed to this. I'm not sure why, but we're thankful.
So Lewis, can you tell our viewers where currently you are at and what you teach?
In my classroom here at Hunter B. Andrews. I am right now, for today, the last day, the course 3 mathematics teacher here at Andrews.
We are super excited for your next adventure because we know you're going to do amazing things.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We're sad we're losing you, but we know you're going to share everything, all your knowledge with even more people.
Yes, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, please do. I love it. And by the way, like what year of teaching was this for you? What year are you finishing?
Year 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you were 4th grade, right?
3rd grade, 4th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade, and now I'm going back to serve third through 5th.
Wow. So you've kind of touched all the different levels. That's really interesting that you were able to do that. So were you ever able to go back and did you ever teach some of the kids you had taught at lower level grade?
So I looped up twice. The second year in 3rd grade, I looped up with, I think, 5 of my students to 4th grade. And I did another year on 4th grade. So they went to 5th. And then when they went to 6th, I came up with them to 6th grade.
That is really cool. I like that.
And the relationships you build with your kids it's just amazing how much you pour so much into those kids. And it's wonderful to see.
Thank you so much. I just try to treat them like small people because that's what they are.
Well, you are amazing at it.
Thank you.
So we got some questions we want to ask you guys. Ask you, Lewis. And so, Beth, do you want to start us out?
Sure. All right. So, Lewis, what do you love most about teaching?
The students.
Yeah.
The students, and watch them say, "I got it now. I got it." That's my favorite part.
And for us, it's even the teachers. Like on our help desk, they're like, "Oh, I got it." We're like, "Yes."
That was me during training week. I said, I mastered Google Classroom.
So yeah, that makes complete sense.
So, and what do you wish your students knew about you?
That I think about them all the time. Like I know my friends get tired of it, but I come home or go to events with like a million different stories and I'm bragging about them like they're my own kids. But I think about them all the time, and I'm the teacher that doesn't avoid them in the grocery store. I'm the one that goes, "Hey, how are you? What are you shopping for? Did you do your homework?" I'm that teacher.
Mom, look, you got homework?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. This is the best feeling. I didn't mind running into my students either because it was kind of like, they're going to see me. I am a real person. Teachers are real people.
Right.
Yeah. We shop, we go out to stores and be able to live in the same city as them, have some of the same experiences. So let me ask you then, what is your fondest memory from teaching? You've got 6 years in.
Oh, it's not my favorite memory, but my 4th grade students, they will never let it go away. When we started our units on like the life cycle of bugs and things like that, I left the box on my desk before spring break and I didn't set up their environment. So when we came back, I opened the box, not knowing that the mealworms we had that they shed, and I always have my windows open because I get hot easily. The wind blew the sheddings everywhere. I threw the box, I screamed and ran into the corner. And to this day, if I see those students, Mr. Brown, do you remember when you screamed and ran in the corner? Yeah, I do. That's not my favorite memory, but that's the most memorable of me teaching that entire unit. I thought they were flying at me, but it was just the shedding.
Yeah.
I screamed and ran in the corner.
I think a lot of us would have done the same thing.
I feel like whenever kids start off sentences, do you remember when? I feel like we stopped you right there, partner. Stop you right there. Because what we're not going to do is embarrass me. We tell that story. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Beth, why don't you answer this one?
Okay, so I'm going to skip to number 4.
Okay.
So what is the best thing a student has ever said to you?
Oh,
I like that question.
The best thing a student has ever said to me. I didn't like this subject before, but I like it now. And specifically when I got to middle school and I was teaching pre-algebra, because that was easy. And they're like, they hated it at the beginning. And then just watching them grow and them telling me, Mr. Brown, you're a good teacher. You're really good at your job. That means a lot coming from them because that's who I service all day. So hearing that, I was like, I'm doing something correct.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Those are good memories. Do you ever collect or did you ever hold on to any notes that students left you or?
When I was in 4th grade, one of my students, I have a million drawings, but one of my students, she made me like a rainbow, and it was like really like artsy, and like she put her name in the corner like a little artist, and that's actually on my wall. I have like a memory wall in my hallway, and that's like in the center of it.
Oh,
I have like all like the notes from like even like when I student taught and my 1st graders made me like a card book and signed it. I have all of that stuff.
Oh.
Memory. Okay, Ben, let you go ahead again.
So what advice would you give new teachers who are starting out?
Speak up and advocate for yourself. It's hard, especially when you're fresh out of college and you're trying to do everything right, and speak up for yourself and know that you're having an impact even when you feel like you don't. You're touching someone out there.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just one student. You're reaching someone, you just don't know it yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
I love it when it's because you never know. I think I saw an image recently. I know I saw of the impact of one single teacher. And it said, teacher told a student they could be a scientist, student goes on to study science. And like the kind of, it's far reaching because you never know, just that having that belief in that one student or several students, how they internalize that, because you might be the only person telling them you can do this.
Yes, my math teacher in high school, Miss Bowyer, I'll never forget it. I hated math, and I don't know which math that was, but it was like 11th grade year, and I hated it. I deplored it. But I remember she had a homework hotline, and we could call her after school, and she would literally walk us through our homework over the phone. And the way that she did our notes, we use like colored pencils and things, and I use that now. And I graduated high school 10 years ago, and that's something I use in my classroom now. So I don't think if I heard that year, I would be a math teacher or even a math coach now.
Because now you can break it down to the kids in a way that they can understand it. Mm-hmm. And they're going to take that with them.
Yep.
So yeah. You're a youngin'. He's a youngin'.
Yes. Look, I have one question. I'm like, we might not know this one. It might be okay. All right, so let's see. So what's your best advice for teaching during a pandemic?
Laugh. Make it fun. Make it fun. Make it fun. Classroom management looks very different virtually. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because of my 8th graders, they'll forget that they're on camera. And I think sometimes they'll multitask, like they'll have music or like, Netflix on, and they'll get to dancing or just moving. I'm like, hey, you're on camera, nice moves. And they're like, oh, sorry. But yeah,
my bad.
You have to make it fun, make it laugh. It's a difficult, strange time. Do something fun, laugh with them, build relationships.
Did you run into any issues or anything that you had to or obstacles that you had to overcome during this time?
No, I think the biggest thing was just like the training and like learning how to navigate, not Google Classroom, Zoom. I was mortified of Zoom.
Yes.
I'm not going to be great at this. And I'm really tech savvy, but Zoom, I was like, I don't know if I like this platform
Yeah.
at all. But now I'm the one that everybody calls. How do you do this, Brown? How do you do it? I won't say I've mastered, but I've somewhat mastered Zoom.
That's good.
It's been pretty easy sailing. I didn't know how I was going to teach math, but I just kind of made it work with flip charts and worksheets, and we laughed, made it fun.
Yeah, because math is so hands-on.
Yeah.
Teaching it virtually is different, and you can't peek over that child's shoulder and say, "Wait, you've got that step wrong. Go back and look at that."
Yes, but I'm quick to say, "Hey, share your screen right now. Let me see what you're looking at. Let me see
Good.
what's in that calculator."
Oh, that's good.
And
Are there any tips that you found that worked for you, especially for math?
So I think it was like the second or third week, I would like kind of flip my classroom. I would teach, and then I would say, "Okay, who wants to share their screen and go to the next problem?" And they thought that was like the coolest thing ever. Like, he's allowing me to share my, yeah, let me show them, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
For me, sharing the screens has been the best thing in the world. And I think I'm certain it was Kate that said something about we read faster than we respond, something to that effect. Yeah. And they are so quick. And when I open the chat room up, they make it like a competition of who can plug in the answer first. They're so, because they have the calculator in front of them. So they're like, no, this is wrong. And if they get it wrong, or if like the decimal is in the right spot, they're like, oh no, I meant this. I had the answer right. Yeah, it's hard. It's not the same interaction as in the classroom, but you have to work with what you have. So the chat box, share screen, digital whiteboards, all kinds of things like that. Whatever I can do to see what they're doing. Because like you said, I can't be short and say, hey, that's not right.
Because you're not the type of teacher to sit. You are moving around your classroom. Yes.
Yeah. So they're used to that movement and adjusting to what you.
Oh God, here he comes with me.
Get with it quick. Well, let me ask you if you hadn't been a teacher, what would your profession be?
Oh, in a perfect world, I would do voiceover work for cartoons.
Really?
Yes.
Any particular cartoon that like you're like, man, if I could just be on that show?
No, just children's cartoons, not adult cartoons. Definitely children's cartoons. Right. I would do voiceover work for that. Just as long as they didn't require me to sing, I would do it. Maybe like a therapist, maybe both jobs.
Okay.
But definitely, I really would love to do voiceover work for cartoons.
So do you have like an alter voice that you practice in the shower? You're like, yeah, this could
I have so many voices.
Do you?
Kids will tell you, yes. Yes, I'm quite, especially in elementary school, the read alouds, all that stuff, you get into character. Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay.
It would make you do one, but I really, really want you to.
Nope. Not on camera. You have to catch you in the classroom.
I was going to say, what's the one the kids ask for the most?
Do they have names?
No, not names. Normally when I'm doing like different characters, it's my family. The main one is my grandma. Lord, don't do that. Don't be mean to the children, Lord. Just be patient with the baby. That's my grandma. That's my grandma.
So they're your family members.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love it.
All right. So let's see. Beth, you're next.
If education were a person, what advice would you give it? That's hard.
That's a hard one.
I didn't write these questions, so I am sorry.
What advice would you give them?
Like, would you be like, girl, get your life together? Like, what would you say right now?
Right now, in this moment, I would say loosen up.
Yeah.
Just put your shoulders down.
Relax.
Breathe.
Exhale. Meditate. Just be still for 5 seconds and just take it all in and exhale.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see that working because it does feel like right now, like maybe education is having a panic attack.
That's just every day, every other day, maybe.
Well, people are so afraid to say one thing or another and what to do.
Yeah. Just say what's on your mind. I mean, what if we got to lose at this point?
Yep.
Who would have thought? Like, I mean, really, like this would be like a question for like if a pandemic had never happened. Like, so what would you do if you were in, say, a pandemic? Like now we're in it, so it's like you have to just laugh and go with it. And kids are so flexible at the same time, remembering that kids are under a lot of stress too.
Yeah, it's been amazing what they've shared with me. Like, you know, certain kids have anxiety about being on camera, or just imagine going from a classroom being afraid to speak up to being virtual and being on the camera and, you know, being in your home. That's a shift for them. So I can't imagine what it's like for them right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard. So you're in your classroom right now and you've taken everything off the walls. It's bare. And imagine, you know, that next teacher is at your door. What do you say to them?
Oh, that's a good question.
Take care of
memorable.
it.
It's math. They're already coming in like, oh gosh, math. Like, I hate math. I'm not good at math. Yeah. Everybody's good at math. You have to not make them believe. You have to help them realize they're capable, more than capable. Yeah. And you know, just be ready to build them up every day, every single day. It's just you building them up and saying, hey, you got this. You can do this. You're amazing. That's all it is every day.
That's I like that. And then in turn, I'm wondering, like, what do you want that teacher then to know about your students? The teacher who's taken over for your kids right now, if you had to leave them a note on the desk.
A book.
Yeah, a book. And you don't know any names or nothing like that, but like, what do you just want to say, like, you know, handle with care and
teaching math in a pandemic. Chapter 1, the chat box. They're really good. I'm really shocked at how thorough they are with communication. They're in the chat box. They're sending me a million messages. I'm literally in the middle of my lesson, and one person's asking this question, so I'll stop and I'll answer this question. Then I have to explain why I'm just, you know, branching off to different conversations. They're really, really good with communication, and they want to know things about you. We're in a pandemic. You don't get to spend a week or so saying, hey, this is what I do. I'm a vegetarian. I like to go running. I screamed and ran into a corner a couple of years ago. You don't get to, you know, tell those stories, but you have to incorporate it into the lessons. Yeah.
Bring you into the lesson.
Yeah.
Well, we're running out of time, so I want to do this one last thing. What was the very last thing you physically said to your students this morning?
You guys have been so great. I'm gonna miss you guys. If school is open, fingers crossed, at the end of the school year, I will be back for field day. That was my favorite part of the year.
Oh,
you still my heart.
I know, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. We're not gonna cry. We're gonna keep it positive. So we're gonna switch gears, and this is a big switch. So I just want to know: are you ready for this? The teacher.
Am I? I wasn't. I think so.
We're doing. I told you, it's like anything can happen on here. So Beth, do you have a clock you can share your screen with real quick?
I do. I
think that's all we need.
How's that?
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Okay.
How's that?
Okay, here we go. All right.
Ready?
You ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah. All right. What is your best teacher trait?
Humor.
Netflix or Disney?
Netflix.
Rocky Road or Butter Pecan?
Butter Pecan.
Google Slides or PowerPoint?
Google Slides.
Flare pens or Inkjoy?
Flare pens.
Kahoot or Quizzes?
Kahoot.
Twitter or TikTok?
Twitter. I'm too old for TikTok.
La Croix or water?
Water?
Busch Gardens or King's Dominion?
King's Dominion.
Carmen San Diego or Oregon Trail?
Carmen San Diego. I never got to play Oregon Trail.
Oh, okay. Target or Chick-fil-A?
Target.
It was a hard yes. Aldi's or Trader Joe's?
The Trader Joe's.
Virtual teaching or in person?
In person.
60 seconds. That was on the dot. All right. Lewis, that was fun.
That was stressful.
I can see you like, oh no. Thank you for agreeing to this. I don't know what part of you was like, sure, like, hope no
I knew
regret.
it was gonna be fun.
You weren't ready for the hard questions, were you?
I was not. Or the flames.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
All right. Thank you all for being here, Lewis. Thank
Yes,
you. Thank you.
Thank you. We are going to miss you. The district is going to miss you, but you are going on to share your knowledge, like I said, with another amazing district, and your shoes are going to be hard to fill.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna miss you guys too. I'm hoping they have like an IPL. I'm going in thinking everything's gonna be exactly the same, but I know that probably won't be the case.
Nope.
Well, look, you still got your Twitter. We're still in the Twitterverse.
Yup.
So still reach out, post the pictures.
Hey, we can
all the
always do a
things.
follow-up in the spring.
Yes.
Why not?
But it's like being a math coach online or hybrid.
That'll be a very interesting conversation.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.